Hey, good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Greginator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable, independent podcaster, host with the most, and rookie podcaster of Lawton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking with me on episode 117 of Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, the review show. Live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube and aside myself is the Instagram live feed of the podcast show page. Make sure you follow the show on Instagram. Make sure you turn your notifications and reminders on when I'm going to be on Instagram Live on Instagram for each episode whatsoever. And meanwhile, you can go ahead and grab that subscribe button for me on the Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast show YouTube channel page. And be sure to turn on your notifications alongside with enabling alerts and of course leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, the review episodes, episode topics. Stay tuned for more of your content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and of course be sure to listen, stream, watch, download your favorite episodes, and of course be sure to tell a friend to another friend, and I will go over the rest at the end of the show. So there it is right there. Now I don't know. Now I do apologize for delaying the recordings because I had some late dinners and stuff. So that's pretty much a good excuse for me actually. So in the meantime, let me remind y'all something actually. You can leave a 5-star rating on Podchaser alongside with Podfriend, and also there's Spotify as well. You can do that, and I will handle where you can listen to the episodes on every streaming platform at the end of this show episode recording. All right. Okay, so now that I got that out the way, let's go to a little dedication to the late great Biz Markie, of course. Yes, so this is a bit of a hip hop history. So let's get into it right here. And yeah, some music Kool-Aid right here. All right, let's do this right here. This is a segment where we go over music artists, not just the music discography, but also the hip hop history of things. So we're gonna get into it right here, right now, and I will gladly go over. It's not just Biz Markie. We also are going to get into the hip hop history of the Roots. So let's get into it right here, right now, in music Kool-Aid. And by the way, folks, you can also make a charitable donation to support this podcast at my Cash App, which is $G Money Stacks 555. That's capital G, lowercase MONEY, capital S, lowercase TACKZ 555. Once again, You can also donate to Anchor as well. Um, as far as the episodes and everything that I do. So there you have it right there. Write it down on your piece of paper and all that other stuff. And yeah, I will figure out what the hell's going on with the link, but I don't know. But we'll see what's going on. But let's keep going. Anyway, okay, now that I got to get that out the way, let's get into it right here. And before I do that, let me give a shout out to the people that came in. Let's give a shout. Let me give a shout out real quick. Okay, Radio Apprentice. There's Radio Apprentice, Matthew Lawrence, 96. And there's JBro underscore 1990. Shouts to y'all. All right, so hip hop history involving the late great Biz Markie. Um, okay, so on this day in the infamous year of 1988, the late great human orchestra Biz Markie released his debut full-length album, Going Off, on Gold Chain Warner Brothers Records. And I think I did this one already. Produced exclusively by legendary Queensbridge super producer DJ Marley Marl, Going Off introduced singers TJ Swan and a then unknown rapper named Big Daddy Kane. The Brooklyn protege of Bismarck also wrote the first 5 songs on the album and was even the subject on the second verse of one of Biz's most famous songs from the 10-track album Vapors. Forget that he was a member of the world famous Juice Crew, with several timeless gems from the album, including Nobody Beats the Biz, The Beats, The Biz Dance, and Make the Music with Your Mouth. Bismarck solidified his position in the game single handedly with his debut release. Back in 1998, this album was even listed by the sources Mind Squad as one of the best 100 rap albums of all time. Salute to Biz, um, rest in power, Marley, TJ Swan, Kane, Shantae, Fly Tie, and the rest of the Juice Crew and the Cold Chillin' Crew who made this album a piece of hip hop history. Okay, let me look for another person. Let me look for another person in this. Yes, we have another one. Okay, so all right, so another duo is the Boogie Down Productions. Yes, Boogie Down Productions dropped their debut LP Criminal Minded 36 years ago. On this date in 1987, hang on a sec. Yes, in 1987, Blastmaster KRS-One, DJ Scott LaRock, the Human 808, D Nice, and the rest of the Boogie Down Productions crew released their highly anticipated debut album, Criminal Minded, on B-Boy Records. And with the South Bronx versus the Bridge, aka BDP versus the Juice Crew beef on Wax was at its height. The Criminal Minded album proved to be one of the most important instructional projects for up and coming MCs on how to take out the top dog and start your own reign. As KRS mentioned in the QD QD3 Beef documentary. If MC Shan wouldn't have responded to The Bridge Is Over, one of the premier singles from the album, there probably would not have been the rise and success of KRS and BDP. With Boogie Down Productions aligned with DJ Red Alert on the FM dial at 98.7 Kiss and the Juice Crew siding with the one and only Mr. Magic and Molly Maw on 107.5 WBLS. It also began the early radio wars, which is actually the origin of the Hot 97 and Power 105 battle on the dial. Tracks that will forever be etched in hip hop history include intellectually in depth poetry and the street sagas in my 9mm goes bang and P is still free. The late great Scott LaRock inspired Super Ho. Oh, Super Ho, oh shit. Oh shit, Super Ho, and the extensive lyrical lesson in the album's title track. Ironically, Scott Sterling, better known as DJ Scott LaRock, was killed less than 6 months after the album's successful release. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's gotta suck right here. Yeah, yeah, so following Scott's death, KRS began dropping socially conscious singles and albums, prompting hip hop's Stop the Violence movement and the iconic Star Studded Self Destruction single. Hmm. Yes. And okay, let's go over to the roots. I don't know if I did this one already. Did I do? I don't know if I did this one. Yeah, I probably did this one already. Yeah, I probably did this one already. Let's see. Let me see if there's any. Let me take a look here. Give me 1 second. One moment. Um, let's see. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Let's see. Yeah, sorry about that. Let me see. Okay, so I think I did this one. Hold on a second. Um, hang on 1 minute. Okay. On this date in 2001, Slum Village producer JD changed his name to Jay Dilla and released his debut solo album entitled "Welcome to Detroit." The 16-track BBE distributed LP featured otherwise unknown artists from Dilla's hometown, such as um, LZ and Fat Cat, among others. Oh man! Although it is a solo album on several cuts, such as the first single "Pause," Dilla takes a backseat and let others command the mic. Dilla also sings the lead vocals on his cover of Donald Byrd's "Think Twice," which also has Motown crooner Dwelle playing the keyboard and singing background vocals. Salute to the late beat making icon Jay Dilla and the rest of his BBE family for bringing hip hop such an unforgettable classic. Yeah, so there you have it right there. Okay, so today's episode we're gonna be reviewing something that reminds you of a game that everybody knows about. So it's called Never Have I Ever, and it's not just the TV show. It's also a game that's also on there too. So let's get into our next one right here, the Chillax Man Cave Popcorn Lounge, which is actually hold on a minute here. Actually, hold on a minute. That's not what I was looking for. Let's get into TV show checkouts. So this is basically TV shows on Netflix, whether it's on Netflix or any other type of channel whatsoever. So let's get into it right here. TV show checkouts. Let's get into it right now. All right. So okay. Okay. Never have I ever. The TV show on Netflix and also a game that I'm going to review next. So here you have it. So Never Have I Ever is an American comedy drama television series starring um Matreyi Ramakrishnan, created by Mindy Kaling and Lang Fisher. Um, Though it takes place in the Fernando Valley, the show has been reported to be loosely based on Kalling's childhood experiences in the Boston area. While Kalling herself has said it is based in the spirit of my childhood. It premiered on Netflix on April 27, 2020, and is about an Indian American high school student dealing with the sudden death of her father. The series received generally favorable reviews. And yeah, so hang on. Okay, so the cast goes like this: Matreyi Rama Krishnan, Porna Jagan Nathan, Richard Moore Johnny, Darren Barnett, Jaron Lewison, John McEnroe, Ramona Young, and Lee Rodriguez. And of course, yes, and 3 seasons so far, which is crazy, which is cool. Um, the series has been described as a watershed moment for South Asian representation in Hollywood and has been praised for breaking Asian stereotypes. On July 1st, 2020, Netflix renewed the series for a second season, which premiered on July 15th, 2021. Netflix renewed the series for a third season on August 19th, 2021, which was released on August 12th, 2022, and consists of 10 episodes. And the fourth and final season set to premiere in 2023, unfortunately. Wow, that sucks. And let's go over to the reception right here. Now, hold on. Yeah, so actually, let's go over to the production side of things. On March 20th, 2019, it was reported that Netflix had given a 10 episode series order to the then untitled semi autobiographical comedy. In an interview with the New York Times, Khalid said that Netflix was open to have a show set in the 80s or the 90s, but I seen that done so well with shows like Fresh Off the Boat and Everybody Hates Chris. I really wanted to speak to kids now. The show's name, Never Have I Ever, was created by co-creator Lang Fisher and Kaling. Said it was chosen because Devi's ego is so caught up in the things she hasn't done yet, hasn't been exposed to yet, and that felt really kind of natural to her personality. Speaking to the Hindu, Kaling said the show was definitely not based on my childhood, but it is in the spirit of my childhood, adding I was a shy nerd, but did not have the confidence Devi has. Casting in July 2019, Matreyi Rama Krishnan was reported to be cast as Devi after Mindy Kaling put out an open casting call and received over 15,000 responses. John McEnroe was offered the role of narrating the series after Kaling had approached him during an Oscar party hosted by Vanity Fair. All the actors met at the first table read, and no chemistry reads were done between characters. Filming principal photography of season one began on July 14th, 2019, with production wrapping up on October 31st, 2019. Season two commenced on November the 10th, 2020, at the Universal Studios in Los Angeles, which is in California, and wrapped up at the end of March 2021. Season 3 began filming on November 29th, 2021, and wrapped on March 1st, 2022. The fourth and final season wrapped filming in early August 2022. Okay, so let's go to the reception. On Rotten Tomatoes, according to the critical response, the first season holds an approval rating of 95% based on 61 reviews, with an average rating of 7.80 out of 10. The second season holds a 94% based on 35 reviews and an average rating of 8.30 out of 10. And the third season has a rating of 91% and an average rating of 8.50 out of 10 based on 22 reviews. The website's critical consensus for the first season reads Never Have I Ever's fresh take on the coming age of comedy is hilariously honest, sweetly smart, and likely to have viewers falling head over heels for charming newcomer Matreyi Ramakrishnan. while the website's critical consensus for the second season reads, though Never Have I Ever's sophomore season at times suffers from tonal commitment issues, nuanced writing, and an utterly charming cast make it so easy to forgive and enjoy. On Metacritic, it has a weighted average score of 81 out of 100 based on 32 critics, indicating universal acclaim. Rohan Nahar from the Hindustan Times described the show as something like fresh off the boat, but it does a much better job at balancing the comedy and the drama, along with praising how Devi, Nalini, and Carmela were written with depth. Naha also praised how Devi's repulsive behavior makes her a real person. Patrana Radu Radulovic Radulovic from Polygon stated that it was easy to invest in the characters because they feel like teenagers with real s- specificities. Also, praising the series for highlighting the little details in the Indian American first generation immigrant and Gen Z high school experiences, along with praising the specific humor, which then fold into the plot and turn from just funny bits into meaningful commentary. In contrast to most other critics, Pallavi De uh, Per Kayesta from the Times of India described the show as going overboard with stereotyping, mentioning cliches circling the Indian diaspora that would have held some relevance if this were the 80s or 90s, although still rating the series 3.5 out of 5 stars and describing John McEnroe's narration as hilarious. Reviewing the second season, Nahar from the Hindustan Times described the show as being clearly the creation of someone who is separated by a palpable generational distance from their culture. But then, but then again, this conflict is what Devi and perhaps Colleen herself are hounded by. Joshua Rivera from Polygon described the second season as continuing to nail a tricky balance between heartfelt realism and Disney Channel absurdism. Divya Kala Banavi, writing for The Hindu, said the season forces us to look at ourselves and acknowledge how much during our teens we were more problematic than we like to admit, along with praising how the season tells the story of different shades of brown feminism across generations. Nalini's notion of what she must do for her family with that of her mother's, while Devi's beliefs in expressing her independence varies to those of Kamala. Candice Frederick from TV Guide felt it was increasingly clear that the narrator John McEnroe was merely reciting lines with little authenticity. Ku Kang from the Washington Post felt the season was crowded with characters with conflicts that made it feel bloated and weighed down. Reviewing the third season, Mira Novel Navlaka from Mashable criticized it for the sheer number of relationships examined, stating that it met some were given less brevity and depth, and the plot lines were often discarded too quickly. However, Navlaka also praised the season for the idea of being Indian being explored in a nuanced storyline and for some fantastic one liners and scenarios that blend culture in a way that's rarely seen on screen, along with noting a thematic shift in the series focusing more on identity, self-esteem, and change. Sonica Logan Loganathan Loganathan, excuse me, from the Hindu praised Devi's character development while adding that there were arguably too many subplots afoot. Jewish representation. Some critics have described the depiction of the Jewish character Ben Gross as being anti-Semitic. Oh my wow. Okay, that sounds a little crazy though, man. That sounds very crazy if you really think about it though. Yeah. Mina Mina Venkataramanan from Harvard Political Review wrote the show's anti-Semitism is exacerbated by Devi's academic rivals' characterization as a Jewish um, caricature and the jokes his religion and wealth generate at his expense. Mira Fox from The Forward says Ben Gross is a wildly rich, nerdy suck up with an absent workaholic Hollywood lawyer for a dad and negligent Jewish Buddhist type 4 mom. He falsely cries anti-Semitism when his classmate rejects his objectively terrible idea for a class project, and he's dating a painfully stereotypical Jewish American princess named Shira, who doesn't even like in order to raise his own social clout. Shira, he tells Devi, is dating him for his money. By contrast, most of the supporting characters, such as um, Fabiola or Paxton, have been written to defy their ethnic stereotypes. Evan Greenberg, writing for the feminist Jewish culture site Hey Alma, lodged similar complaints about Gross's character being rooted in lazy stereotypes. Greenberg highlights Colleen's response to possible jokes being sensitive in an NPR interview because I think the lead is what people would call like a marginalized person, like a young Indian American girl. I think we're able to get away with stuff because of a certain powerlessness that demographic has in society. Laughter, honestly, as problematic for a young, impressionable audience. In contrast, writer for Jewish parenting site Kay Vella, Lear Zoltman, praised the show, saying that Gross's character set up as a typical high achieving, assimilated Jew breaks into surprising depth and compares Devi's assimilation struggle between her cultural heritage and wanting to be a cool American teen to be raised Jewish in a secularized American education. Hmm. Yeah. At their Q2 report meeting in July 2020, Netflix reported the series had been viewed by 40 million households globally since its release. Hmm. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. And speaking of which, um since this episode is dedicated to not only the TV show but also a game, Never Have I Ever, which is very interesting to see here, which is gonna be our video game chamber segment right here. Um and this is where I go over not only upcoming games that's coming out on different dates, but also a game that everybody's been familiar with, which is pretty different from spin the bottle. So, Never Have I Ever is going to be part of our video game man cave. No, our video games chamber. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. So, all right. So this is from parade.com. The key to a good game of Never Have I Ever is to make sure you mix in enough mundane activities with shocking ones and to get to know your fellow participants better. Even something innocuous like participating in a talent show or changing a tire can spark an amazing anecdote or story you never knew about the other person. While seemingly more scandalous experiences, um cheating on a partner, for example, can open entirely new cans of worms with a lot of insightful questions, and you and make you look at not just your friends differently but life in general. Oh gosh. Wow. Wow. That right there. Oh man, that right there, I don't know what to make of it though, man. But yeah, talk about having some shots fired, man. Hmm. Okay, all right. So how to play Never Have I Ever, the game. So the rules of Never Have I Ever are simple. Players take turns listing potential experiences they've never had. If someone has done the action in question, and then they take a shot or sip or whatever um other consequence you dream up. If no one has done the action in question, the person who posed the query takes a drink. If you or someone in your party isn't drinking, no problem. Just count the experiences off on your fingers. If only one person is drinking or has had the experience in question, have them elaborate on it in detail. Um, the juicier, the better. Any game, you can tailor your questioning statements more specifically to your audience and players. But if you need a place to start, here's a good list of the best never have I ever questions for a mixed crowd. Wow, 250 never have I ever questions. Wow. So so never have I ever faked sick from work. That's number one. Number two, never have I ever gone skinny dipping. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Number 3, never ever cheated on a partner. Oh boy. That's 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 a that's one way to actually um that's one way to put into a person who actually ends up cheating. This is what you call crash and burn, folks. If it was me, if it was me, I would have ended up running for the fucking hills right now. Yeah, run for the hills, man. Number 4, never ever cheated on a test. Number 5, never ever marched in a protest. Well, some people have been there. Some people have been there though. But some people have been there. If you will. Yeah, yeah, never ever marched in a protest. Never ever overdraft my bank account. Oh no, you don't want to do that. That would be stupid right there. You don't want to do that to yourself. Believe me, you don't. And that would be that would be so fucking crazy to really think about that shit though. Um oh boy. That would be stupid right there, man. Anyway, yes, so never have I ever eaten someone else's lunch from the office fridge. Ooh, okay, that sounds a bit. I don't know about all that though, man, but I don't know. That sounds like oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it though. Yeah, I don't know about all of that though, man. But I know shit like this. If that would have happened to me, that would make me even more angry. Never ever play strip poker. Number 8. Number 9. Never ever smoked a joint. Well, I don't know. Some people that I know actually did that shit too, man. But that would be, I don't know, man. That's just ugh. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's something I would never want to experience. Especially, I don't want to get killed for that shit. Yeah, that'd be crazy though, man. And that would be an epic fail if I smelled like marijuana. Yeah, that part too. That part right there. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, let's see. Number 10, never ever peed in a pool. Well, obviously, you're not supposed to pee in the pool. Who the hell does that? Who the hell still does that shit anyway? Oh man. Who the hell still does that shit anyway? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know, man. Who the hell still does that shit? Like, seriously? I don't know, man. I don't know. That sounds a little crazy in a sense, though, man, if you really want to get technical. Yeah. Anyway, so never ever ever tried hard drugs. Yeah. Okay, that kind of screams out everything. Yeah. Okay, so number 12, never ever ever fallen asleep in public. Yeah, it happens to everybody, especially if you are basically tired from a long day at work. I kind of get it. I kind of get it though, man. You know what I'm saying? I kind of get it. But it never really hurts to really have a good time. Never really hurts to have a good time and a good idea to actually take a nap or some shit like that. But you know, it is what it is, man. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We all need naps sometimes, especially for our mental health though. So that's pretty interesting to actually see this. So, okay, so never ever ever falling asleep at work. Well, not too many people I know actually done that. Never ever ever lied on my resume. Well, well, ask George Santos. he he did that shit though, man. Oh man, yeah, he an idiot for that shit too, man. He an idiot for that shit, and he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. He's already in a lot of trouble. He's already in hot water right now. Never ever ever drunk. Number 15. Never ever ever drunk down my ex. Oh gosh, no. You you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that shit though, man. You don't want to do that shit though, man. That sounds like, oh my, you don't want to do that though, man. That right there is a little it's a little nuts to me. It's really nuts though if you really think about it. I can't really help that though, man. And I know many people probably gonna be asking me, have I ever done any of these things and shit like that? And I'll be like, no, because I'm not an idiot. I need my memory bank. And I'm not trying to smoke my shit away, man. That's not gonna cheer me up. That ain't gonna cheer me up at all. So that's why you have to dump your ex in a blender. And I don't know about you, but whenever I hear the word X, it just screams out trouble. Yeah, more trouble than it is here. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Anyway, yeah, number 16, never ever drop acid. Oh gosh. Oh shit. Never ever had a one night stand. Number 17. Oh shit. Oh shit. Number 18, never ever read a partner's text messages. Okay, that screams out insecurities. That screams out insecurities. I would actually say that too. I would actually say that too, to an extent. Yeah, and then, and oh, you know how that shit goes, man. You have to be a real idiot to do some shit like that. Number 19, never ever read a partner's emails. Ooh. Okay. Okay, that sounds a little well. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. That's something I would never do, but anyway. Uh oh Lord. Man, the things that people do for attention. Anyway, man, let's continue on. Number 20. Never ever been hospitalized for something other than giving birth or wait, wait, wait. Wait a minute here. Okay. Yes. Okay, so never ever been hospitalized for something other than giving birth or being born. Well, well, that's not that's only for that's for the women's department right there. Number 21, never ever sang in pub never ever sang in public. Well, yeah. Never Number 22, never ever played a musical instrument. Number 23, well, never ever never ever played a musical instrument. Nah. Number 23, never ever gone snowboarding. Number Number 24, never ever gone skiing. Okay, that sounds pretty gnarly though. That sounds pretty gnarly. That sounds pretty gnarly if you really think about it. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh man, this is so much though, man. But 250. Anyway, man, I'm not gonna go over too many of those things though, man. I'm just gonna go over maybe like 29 of those things. Y'all could check it out on your own on parade.com. You know what I'm saying? So 23, never ever gone snow. Yeah, I already did that one already. Number 25, never ever traveled to a foreign country. Um, Number 26, never ever learned a foreign language. Number 27, never have I ever sent a stranger a drink. Number 28, never have I ever accepted a drink from a stranger. Okay. That's only on a special occasion. That's only on a special occasion, though, man. I mean, you know what I mean? But you also want to make sure you be careful on whether you're taking a drink from a stranger, because you don't want to you don't want to have somebody put something in your drink like a Mickey to get you too sauced for your own for your own sanity and your own mental mind. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that though, man. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just be like, you know, just be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. Okay, number 29. Never have I ever lied about my income. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy though. It's yeah, you know what, 250. I'm not so sure if I'm gonna be able to go over all of this, but let's see. I don't know. Hold on. Nah, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all get a look at this on your own. I want to go over some games that recently came out. Let me just get to that one right there. Okay, so other than Never Ever Ever, we're gonna go on to some games that recently came out. Let's see what the biggest games actually that actually came out though recently. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. We got just a moment. Okay. Okay. So best Xbox Series games. Okay, let's take a look. This is from Tech Radar. Okay, so let's get into it right here. So this is from. Wait a minute here. We already gone through this. All right. Okay. Yep. Um. So let's see. Xbox Series game. Xbox Series X games are releasing in 2023. Let's get one. All right. So it's just a bit of everything. So okay, best Xbox Series. Sorry about the cars. Um. All right, let's take a look at the upcoming games. Okay, so you want to okay. Okay, obviously we are in March. We're in March, right? Okay, so March, here it is. So we have the day before already came out for PC, March 1st. PC, um, Xbox Series, um, Sony, and Sony Sony PlayStation 5. Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. Already came out March 5th. PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox and PC, and The Last of Us Part 1 March 3rd for PC. Dead Cells return to Castlevania. Already comes out today, actually, for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and Bayonetta Origins, Cereza, and the Lost Demon comes out for Nintendo Switch March 17th. Have a Nice Death. Ooh, I don't like that title. March 22nd for Nintendo Switch. Resident Evil 4 Remake, March 23rd. PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, and PC. Crime Boss Rocky City, March 28th for PC. Amnesia. Oh shit. The bunker. Um um there's no release date yet. And Fitness Boxing Fist of the North Star. There's no release date yet. Um and yeah, so that's for the month of March. Now we go to okay, let's go to wait a minute here. Oh yeah. Okay, let's go to the PS5 games. Let's do the same. And this is for we're gonna go to damn. Okay, you know what? I got an idea. Okay, here it is. Hold on. Okay. All right. So, um, then we go to March. Okay, so Leak came out on March 1st for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Ruin King, A League of Legends story, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series already came out already. Let's see. March 2nd, Wo Long Fallen Dynasty for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC already came out already. Um, Dead Cells Return to Castlevania came out today, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Outlanders for PC, March 7th. Clash Artifacts of Chaos for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, March 9th. Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC comes out on the 9th. IB Nintendo Switch, March 9th. Also coming out on the 9th is No by Heart Nintendo Switch, Monster Energy Supercross 6, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Oni Road to be the mightiest Oni. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, PC, March 9th. Session Skate Sim, Nintendo Switch, March 9th. Before Your Eyes, PlayStation VR 2, March 10th. And of course, also coming out on the 10th is DC's Justice League Cosmic Chaos. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC, March 10th. And yeah. And yeah, so let's go on to a review for let's see. Let's go to the review for no, I know there's a review for ugh. Okay, wait. Let's go to the review for um Wolong Fallen Dynasty. Let's go over that one right there. Okay, so Team Ninja has earned a reputation for crafting some of the most satisfying action games around, nimbly transitioning from the high octane action Ninja Gaiden series to the Souls like thrills of Nioh. Its latest effort, Wo Long Fallen Dynasty, is an unforgiving but deeply rewarding showcase of fanaticism that lives up to this lineage. The smooth swords play, brilliant boss fights, and novel systems further prove Team Ninja's ability to craft unrelenting experiences. Swords, sorting, yeah, yeah. Let's get to the sword thing. I do have that. Let me grab that. Okay, let me grab that sword thing. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Yes. So, um, hold on. Although its back half is hampered by a lack of enemy variety, its lightning fast duels make it one of the more gratifying titles in recent memory. Set in a version of second century China, inspired by the classic novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms. We follow an unnamed militia soldier as they are drawn into a war over an immortality granting elixir. While fans of the book will likely enjoy fighting alongside their favorite figures, this narrative does little to communicate their nuances of death with storytelling that serves as little more than set dressing. However, while the writing is unremarkable, battles are entrancing. Those familiar with Souls likes will feel at home with Wolong's similar progression systems, online features, and shared brutal difficulty. More specifically, the core combat is directly influenced by Sekiro, Shadow Dive Twice. Oof. Emphasizing parrying attacks so you can eventually break your foe's poise and land a fatal strike. While plenty of titles have attempted to mimic these elements to varying results, Wolong Fallen Dynasty evokes the same joy and despair found in the games that inspired it. Its duels capturing a white knuckled intensity elevated by precise controls and well telegraphed enemy attacks. Here deflecting blows lets you build up spirit, which can be used to shore up your defenses, perform powerful moves, or cast satisfying element themed spells. Deflecting is an essential for gaining momentum, and once you get used to it, it feels responsive and thoroughly rewarding to pull off. Everything can be parried, sword swings, swipes from hulking monsters, and even lightning bolts, each accompanied by a musical twang of steel that sends tingles. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Exchanges can be deliberate as you probe for weaknesses and tactically use your spirit or over in a blink of an eye as you parry an unblockable critical blow, shatter an enemy's poise, and demolishing them in a single exhilarating instant. When you combine with posing boss fights, a flexible progression that lets you freely respect your character and deviously design levels that invite exploration at its best. This is one of the finest action entries in some time. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, there are a couple of noticeable drawbacks. Most glaringly, it strains against its long runtime in its last half, resulting in some tedium and stretches that aren't challenging enough. There are too few unique enemies for an experience based around memorizing patterns, making it feel like a rhythm game that repeats the same songs too often. Other annoyances include a distracting loot system and noticeable technical issues like pop ins and frame frame rate drops in larger areas. Um, but even as its second half failed to match what came earlier, Wolong Fallen Dynasty is a finely honed delight. Its action is precise and responsive, and learning the intricacies of each adversary is exceeding fulfilling. While I wish its backstretch was either pared down or had a wider variety of foes, this is a rare title that induces trance like focus and euphoric moments of victory. It may not quite reach the heights of the works that inspired it, but it's not far off. Okay. All right. So some of the games that I just mentioned in previous months, make sure you go to your local game store or your local game stop or whatever to cop them. All right. So, okay. So we're going to go to our very last segment here. Hang on one second here. All right. So, okay, we're gonna go into our last segment here, which is I like to call stream choices on the go. This is where I actually inform y'all where you can actually get a chance to check out the episodes. Tell y'all where you could actually listen and go to the link in bio and stuff. So here is stream choices on the go. All right. Okay. Of course, you love what you heard in today's episode or any previous episodes whatsoever. Of course, feel free to actually follow Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, the review show on Instagram, alongside with following my other show, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks Podcast, the Sports Edition show, and my other podcast platform here. Hang on a minute. Yes, my other platform here is Off the Meat Rack Chains New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram, alongside with myself, the homie, your homie right here, G Money Stacks, on the primary handle of G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Make sure you turn your notifications and reminders on so you can be in the know on when I'm going to be on Instagram Live on separate podcast show pages for each episode on a weekly basis. All right. So there you have it right there. And if you go to the link in bio where it says Linktree/Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, you're gonna see a whole list of audio streaming platforms, including the ones I'm going to actually let you know where you could actually download. So you can leave a voice message on anchor.fm/meticulous vibe juice pod on anchor.fm/meticulous vibe juice pod /message. All right, so there you have it right there. And also if you have any particular ideas on which music artists, TV shows, movies, games, podcasts you want me to review and all that other stuff, I will gladly go over that with you. But for now, in the meantime, we're gonna get into starting with Anchor, Audible, Audacity, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcasts. You don't need a credit card or a debit card to download iHeartRadio or any other apps whatsoever. And make sure you also follow my other two podcast shows that's also on iHeartRadio as well. You can follow my sports show, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks Podcast. And you can also follow my number one handle, Off the Meat Rack Chains New York Podcast, and all that great stuff right there. And I just posed a question in episode 241 and the previous episodes from 238 to 241. If you look at the episode description in each episode, 238, 239, 240, and 241, I left some questions on there for you folks to answer on the Off the Meat Rat Cheese New York podcast on Spotify as well. Be sure you give your thoughts and all that other stuff right there. And of course, lastly, make sure you grab that subscribe button for me on the Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast YouTube channel page. Click on the notification bell alongside with enabling alerts so you can be reminded on when the live stream podcast episode recording is going to be recorded, the date and the time reminder. So of course you want to be notified, so you will be notified on when the day and time comes. And also, leave a like and a comment along with the episode review topics. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes. And of course, most importantly, you can listen, stream, watch the episodes, download your favorite episodes. Okay, download the episodes. And also you can be sure to share the episodes, share the videos, tell a friend to another friend. Spread the word. Word of mouth is important. And of course, be sure to share the link along with the audio streaming platforms with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your friends, the people you are cool with from work, barbecues, festivities, block parties, you wherever you meet new people, you just name it. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me, man. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you very much for listening to episode 117, titled "You Know About Never Have I Ever," which is dedicated to Netflix TV series in the game, and you can check out the 250 questions of Never Have I Ever on parade.com. And you can download these apps, as I mentioned it, onto your iPhones, your Android phones, your iPads, Android tablets, and also your Apple, along with Mac, Dell laptops with Windows. Download all these apps onto your laptops. All right. So your iPhones, your Android phones, iPads, Android tablets, and laptops, which includes Apple, which has Mac, and Dell laptops, which includes Windows. Whatever Windows version you have, um, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and download these apps. All right. So there you have it right there. There you have it right there, man. And tune in next time on the next episode where I review Fox's TV shows 911 and 911 Lone Star, the spinoff. All right. So, as I said before, I hope y'all had a great weekend. I do apologize for the delays in the episode recording schedule. I had to switch up and stuff because of late dinners. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm up out of here. I'm off this shit. Peace and one love. And of course, be sure to take care of one another, be careful, and of course, reach out to one another because you never know what a person might be going through. And remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. You want something, you have to work hard and earn it. Of course, find your voice, which is very important. Be yourself. Find and look for something that you love to do that makes you smile creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually. That gets you on your P's and Q's and in the zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. So I'm up out of here. I'm off this shit. Peace out. Good night, everybody.